If you're getting leads with meta ads and they're not turning to booked appointments that are actually showing up, this video will solve all your problems. In this video, I'll show you the exact meta instant form booking system we use here at Moissanite Agency to really confirm calendar booking and just make sure they show up. I'll teach you the 6-touch funnel that reduces friction and makes it so simple for the prospect just to go through your funnel. By the end of today's video, you'll have a clear funnel map and have 0 questions left so you can implement these strategies into your business as soon as today. I'll show you the exact systems that is proven to get you results so you don't have to be left guessing at the end of today's video. And before we start, if you have any questions or concerns, my booking link is below. Book a call with me. I'll see if we can help you out and really get your deal flow on the monthly basis go up going into 2026. No further ado, let's get into today's video. Amazing. Welcome to the first module, everybody. Today we'll be covering over the optimizing appointment bookings. We'll be looking at how we can actually qualify these leads and turn them to booked appointments. We're aiming to make a streamline of leads to really qualify them, and with our funnel, it'll be so simple. We'll dive into all the different slides and really describe on how we will learn, and you can take the actionable steps to really implement them to your business today. Understanding momentum loss. We need to understand where leads lose momentum the most. So at what point do they give up and not submit the form? So that's why we need to make it as simple and easy for these prospects to just submit it without second guessing. Therefore, we must minimize the amount of steps they take when submitting the form. So less questions and make it more multiple choice. 2 things really crucial. You want to make it simple and easy for them to go through the whole funnel. And then second, making sure that follow-up has direct steps that they can take as soon as today. So core compliance principles. So as we move through today's day and age, meta ads are getting a little more tough with what their rules are and how they placement, what the ads are and everything. It's okay. We do have to follow the rules. As I say, I do recommend you reading the whole sheet on all the rules and terms and services they do have. But what we can do today is just making sure we click the special ad category. We all know this, making sure that we're not doing anything that would flag our ads or take them down for any sort of reason, unless we choose to. Also making sure you're using fair language and explain the steps clearly, everything possible. So when you send out these reminders or nurturing, making sure you're not spamming them, just play it safe, don't want to go too far before they report or anything goes wrong. So 6 touches overview. So this is the actual system we use here at Moissanite Agency. So first, it's advertisement, instant form, micro qualificator, not too much questions, guys. Automated direct message. So as we said, we send phone call, SMS, and email. We do a 1-click calendar link. So what that is I send them over the calendar link. Super simple for them to just book an appointment, and then confirmation, follow up with that as well, give that phone call before they see. This system has been so good. If you master these 6 steps, everything else just becomes so much more easy. Each step complements the others, and with this system, it just becomes your 24/7 magnet that just makes these leads convert. Effective lead generation steps. The first step I'm going to introduce to you guys is a clear call to action. So most people just blast out ads with no plan after. You need a clear step-by-step actionable step that leads can do, because they have no idea what you want from them. They don't know what you want from them. They just think you're just providing the value for no reason. You need actionable steps. So imagine they're looking for a realtor, have actionable steps to send out a message, make templates, everything so simple for them, because you don't want them to have to struggle with one thing, because then we're just losing them. Make it so easy and simple for them. Sometimes they won't even realize what they're doing. Making sure you're using clean creative. So as you see on the right, it's AI generated. I like using more real life because they can have a more personal touch, and Meta kind of flags the AI stuff. I like using a real house and a real image that they're using at their brokerage. Out of the ordinary, you just want it clean and simple so their eyes will actually be attracted towards it. And last but not least, the last crucial step, I would say, making sure you have multiple choice questions without them having to overthink or overdo. Always add another section saying just browsing, just in case, but always do email, phone number, and name. That's so crucial, because once we have that done, we can call. But anything else, make it as simple, not more than 3 questions. I stick with 2 because that's where I found it most safe. That's where we keep the lead engaged, not too many questions to make them leave. Amazing, perfect. And let them autofill whatever they need to do, but making sure that phone number is still up to date. You can also click on the SMS where they have to get a text message from that number, so we know we're not sending out fake numbers, but that's 50-50. Sometimes it's great to get qualified leads, sometimes it's the worst thing. So booking experience. So as we go through the whole process, guys, now we just want their experience to be amazing. We don't want them to have any flaws, making it as simple and most understanding as possible. Making sure that automated direct message is strictly tailored and personalized to them. Well-organized calendar page, who you are, send all information and just keep on pumping the value, guys. You can never give too much value because listen, there's this one time I had this one lead sitting in my inbox for 3 weeks, did no reply. After I sent all that value, they let me know that they were reading everything I sent, and because we kept on going, they decided to go with one of my realtors. Guys, this is so crucial not to stop. Everything's automated. It doesn't take that much time once you set it up on Go High Level. Send out these automations, perfect and done. And making sure your website and landing page looks good if you are directing them to one. The form is enough, but making sure the website looks good. We don't have a messy website where they don't even know anything is. You want to have a clear, actionable steps that they can take to get in contact with you. If not, we get in contact with them. From there, we just send reminders and nurturing these clients, not spamming them, just sending enough messages to know that we're still there and we care about them. So optimizing user experience. So like we said in the last slide, we want to make their experience so amazing. But we also want to iterate and try new things so we know what works best. Because if we get stuck somewhere, guys, we're not going to get the same new leads that we want. We're just going to get the same old leads that we have. We want to get new leads, of course. So we got to iterate and try new things, always testing, like we said with the ads. You want the users to engage, but without overwhelming them with 100 questions. So as you see, we need clarity, making sure it's so clear for what they need. And then, of course, like as I see here, the multiple choice on the right, yes or no. Not too many questions, guys. Make it easy. I always like to put 4. 3 is the real questions, and then the last one is just browsing, just in case they are just browsing around for maybe a house that they're looking at, or maybe a realtor they're looking for, giving that option just to let them relax a little bit. So funnel building essentials. So as you guys see in the different images below, it's so crucial to have these systems, guys. You need to make it as easy and possible for these prospects just to go down with this funnel. It's so easy to make these funnels. There's hundreds of templates on Go High Level. Like I said, that's the CRM I use, but it's not hard to make these. As you see on the left and right, crucial, just make it plain and simple. We don't need to blast them with all these images and AI stuff. We just need to make sure we're getting their information and let them know clear steps. We have all the information below. All the documents of every template, of every instruction you'll need to do is all below. So don't hesitate by clicking that link. Step by step, actionable steps you can take as soon as today. Optimizing, testing, and tracking. Guys, just like the ads, we need to always be testing out new things, guys. We need to iterate, see what we can do better. Always split test and try everything as much as you can, guys. Listen, so most of the time, testing does resolve in a bad thing, but it's okay. Once you have the right information on what to test, like we're going to provide later in these videos, it's going to be so easy for you just to implement these strategies, done, final, see the leads come in, and book appointments. So on Go High Level itself, we have all these different tracking metrics with KPIs, key performance indicators. As you see here, this is something similar to what you would see on the left over here on Go High Level. We also have different spreadsheets with everything tracking, with everything cold calls when we do make the call to leads. Everything's tracked so we know what we have to switch and when. You never want to change the big factor. So imagine someone's like, okay, let's change the ISA's team. So what do you mean by that? Do you mean the script? Do you mean the tone? Do you mean the actual who we're calling? So listen, the leads we are getting from these ads, we're calling them no matter what. We can only really change either the tonality or the script. So I say, which part of the script? Do we start the intro, the end, the body? We gotta get so specific. You never want to make the macro change. You always want to make the micro change. So as we get to our last slide, it's just essential tools in action. So like I said, the document below will guide you onto each step system you would need to implement to your business today. There are so many different apps you can implement today. So leverage tools as SavvyCal. That's another Cal similar to Calendly. I still like Calendly, but that's an alternate. I think it's a little bit cheaper if you're on a budget. It's a good choice as well. OpenPhone, Short.io, all these other apps are just so really implement these strategies. But like I said, Go High Level is a little more pricey on the monthly basis, but it has everything in one. So you can control your business with one app instead of like 4 to 6. Don't forget to click on that link below, seeing all the steps you can implement to your business today. And if you really are struggling with all these meta ads and Google and YouTube ads thing, and you're really overwhelmed and stressed, don't hesitate to book a link below. I'll be personally diving into your current situation, see how we can help. And worst things comes to worst, I'll provide all the value that you won't see in today's video, and I'll show you how you can change your business as soon as tomorrow. Best thing comes to best, you join the Moissanite team and you start seeing those leads up to the 3 to 4 deals you've been wishing for going into 2026. I'll see you in next week's videos and have a great rest of your day.